Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. For today's video, a ton of my subscribers wanted me to do an OKC Thunder rebuild because it seems like this team is starting to really figure things out and being a big-time threat in the Western Conference with Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo Anthony finally clicking on offense and really as a team as a whole. So they are currently 26-20 on the season, 5th in the Western Conference, which ain't bad, man, considering it is the Western Conference. And they just came off a huge blowout win, 148-124 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So for today's video, guys, we're going to do a 2-season rebuild to see if we can really make this team compete and see kind of what goes on next offseason, if we can bring back Melo and also Paul George, if we can afford all those guys again, and see if we can really build a contender that can win a ring within this video right here. So looking at the team roster here, man, I definitely like what I'm seeing out here. I definitely like what I'm seeing. There's a few moves I do want to make to really ensure that we are going to be the max potential team we can be, like a team that can actually go out there and compete. It isn't just all show, because some people are saying, well, you know what, man, they're playing good, but there's no way they beat the Warriors or anything like that. Well, guess what, man? I'm going to ensure this happens because I got some big-time moves to be made. So, of course, Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo, and Steven Adams, all these guys are going to stay on this team. I don't plan on trading any 4 of those guys. What I do want to do is I really want to improve this bench unit. I feel like that is what might hold the Golden State Warriors back going forward, especially in the second half of a long 82-game season. It's like you really need a big-time bench that can just come out there, when the game is close and still keep things competitive, or when there's a blowout, you don't have to worry about putting your bench guys in and blowing the lead or something like that. So it's definitely the focus point of this video. Steven Adams, I do want to check out his stats here real quick. So he's actually having a really nice season scoring. He's averaging 14 points. I do wish he was more in that double-digit rebounding kind of range. Defense has been nice and everything like that. But yes, Steven Adams, while he does have a $100 million contract, I do think he brings a certain passion and toughness to this team that is needed. Because usually I do trade Steven Adams, but I have realized, especially this season, just how much he means to the OKC Thunder organization. So I don't plan on trading him away unless, things don't go well this season. Maybe in the offseason, I like to do a move of sorts. But yeah, so I'm thinking, guys, the first move I want to make, and this one actually makes complete sense to me, okay, guys? It really does. I just feel like this certain player would be such a great fit on this team. He's exactly what this team needs going forward, and he is currently a free agent. Now, guys, I am no doctor or anything like that, but what I do know is that the man Chris Bosh, yes, he does have blood clots, but what I also do know is that he has not given up on his dream of playing basketball again. And if he wants to play, I feel like that's his choice as a man to say, you know what, man, this is my body. I understand how it responds to things. I want to go out there and do things. So I'm actually thinking of signing Chris Bosh to the power forward position now. You want to know why I'm thinking about doing that? For one, he's a really good three-point shooter. Not amazing or anything like that. But it's definitely something he was adding to his later days on the Miami Heat. Back in the 2016 season, he was averaging 19 points, getting about 7-8 rebounds out there. Now, I'm not asking him to come on this team and do that. I'm asking him to come on this team and kind of be like a 4th or 5th option on this team. Just kind of like what Ryan Anderson does for the Houston Rockets. Spread the floors, shoot threes. I'm not asking him to play center like he did for the Miami Heat a lot of times. Just, be a power forward out there. I feel like Steven Adams' presence will allow him to take on a lot of the, stronger defenders. And, Chris Bosh can kind of keep up with the stretch force and stuff out there. So I really do want to sign Chris Bosh to this team. It just seems like the missing piece, the passion of Chris Bosh, is what this team needs. And for $5.65 million for 1 year, there's only 40-something games, if that, not even that, left in the NBA season, the regular season. So it's we're not asking him to come out here and play an entire season. Hopefully he stayed in game shape. But with that being said, it's you give him a 1-year deal to see if he's still kind of, ready to play basketball and stuff like that. He could be a starter. He could even be a 6th man on this team, really. I just feel like it's a glove fit, man, because this is what we're going to do now. I am going to put Paul George at the shooting guard position. He does go down to 87. That's fine. It's not that big of a drop down or anything like that. We are going to put Carmelo back at his natural small forward position. Goes to 87 overall. And then Chris Bosh will be an 83. Stretch big for us out there. Has a 86 mid-range shot, 84 open 3. So that will just be nice, man, because I feel like that's the issue with starting a guy like Andre Roberson, or at times they also start Terrence Ferguson, is that those guys cannot shoot the basketball, so that allows you to sag off them and, allows for double teams and triple teams on some of the star players of this team. With Chris Bosh out there, you still have to respect the man. He is a winner. So, yeah, I really like that move a lot right there. So what that allows us to do is this is what our starting lineup is looking like. Looks very nice out there, man. That is a championship lineup, if you ask me. Now what I want to do next is I do want to switch Roberson to a small forward, just a guy out that will come off the bench, be like a Tony Allen. Don't ask him to shoot a lot of threes or anything like that. Just come out there, play some defense. With that being said, though, you can only have a few of those guys on your team. If that's your entire bench unit, if your entire bench can't bring the offense, then that's going to be dangerous going forward. So we definitely want to trade for some more guys out there that can spread the floor. Raymond Felton, this season he is averaging 7 points a game, a few assists out there, 42% field goal percentage. Not really liking that all that much. You know, I'm thinking a guy that's 33 like this has kind of been in the league for a while. You would expect him to be a bit better at this point, but really his game just has not transferred very nicely going forward. Jeremy Grant, or Jeremiah Grant, I think it's Jeremy Grant, right? He's doing okay. He's not bad. I mean, he's a power forward, so that's okay, I suppose. But yeah, let's definitely see what kind of other players we can get out here. Because I'm going all in on the season, guys. I really do think we can contend for that championship. So let's do a trade of Raymond Felton. I'm also going to toss in a future first-round draft pick, see what that can get us. Like I'm saying, man, I want a big-time, bench player. I want our sixth man of this team. I don't want it to be Roberson either. So here we get TJ McConnell. Not really an upgrade right there. We got Malcolm Brogdon. So I guess this allows the Milwaukee Bucks to get a veteran player back, and Raymond Felton. They also get a 21st first-round draft pick. So that would be nice for them. Brogdon, it's like, you know what? I was going to say, like, his stats have kind of dropped off a little bit, but you look at it, though, man, he's actually having a really nice season. He was Rookie of the Year last year, too, so I don't know if the Milwaukee Bucks would actually want to do that, but you know what? For the sake of the video, I might actually do it. We got Jeremy Grant, Derrick Rose, also not really, like, offensively gifted all that much this year. I mean, I guess he's got the mid-range shot. He can still, get to the basket. He's got the nice driving layup and everything like that, so driving, damn, the boy cannot dunk no more, though, can he, guys? He cannot dunk anymore, so yeah, you get the veteran player going to the Cavaliers. They also get a first-round draft pick. We get a swap best with the Cavaliers here. And Derrick Rose, it's like, who knows, man? Maybe he comes on this team and really just wants to prove himself out there. We got Terry Rozier, Patrick Beverley, and Willie Reed. So that takes care of some nice things right there. We get 2 one-year deals. We also get rid of the bitch-ass contracts. It's really not that bad anymore. Of Kyle Singler. So I am liking that trade a lot right there, too, because Patrick Beverley is like the perfect 3-and-D guy. And Willie Reed, we don't really have like a nice backup center on this team. He's 6'11". What does he do exactly? Well, offensively, he's not going to bring you all that much. He does have nice defensive rebounding stats. He has an okay shot block, so he's a guy that you could play alongside probably, Chris Bosh at times. I'm thinking that's probably the move so far, guys. It's one I'm really liking right there, unless something else pops up. But we got Buddy Hield and Frank Mason. I really, that's an okay trade. I actually kind of like that one too. Buddy Hield and Frank Mason. I don't know how Buddy Hield would feel about being a 6-man at this point. I saw Julius Randle. Ooh. Yo, Spencer Dinwiddie, guys. 79 overall point guard. He would actually be a nice leader off the bench for us. We also get Tyler Zeller back, who is just like, he's a decent center. I think I like that one now, guys. Okay, so, oh my God, we got some pretty decent offers out here. But I'm thinking I'm going to go with Spencer Dinwiddie because I don't really use him on this game all that much anyway. Who's 79 overall. We also get the 76 Tyler Zeller. Yeah, give me that trade. I like that one a lot. I'd rather have Spencer Dinwiddie than Patrick Beverley at this point in their careers. I don't know why. Just Spencer Dinwiddie. Maybe because he just hit a game-winning shot in my Detroit Pistons, so that has something to do with it probably. Zeller, a nice backup center right there. What else we got here, guys? What else we got here? So, all right, so Abrinas is a decent backup shooting guard. Jeremy, it's like, do I really want that to be my backup power forward? I mean, we still got Patrick Patterson. I still feel like we can improve on both of those positions, though. Let me actually try a package of those guys together. I'm going to do that, and also Patrick Patterson, if it lets me. 2K can be sometime. All right, we got that. Also tossing a future second-round draft pick to, sweeten the pot just a little bit. See what this gets us. Amir Johnson and TJ McConnell. We also get rid of Kyle Singler's contract. DJ Wilson, I mean, he's a good young player, but don't really need him. Jay Crowder, 76 overall. Jose Calderon also. John Collins is always a nice player to get, but not really what I'm looking for this type of video. Willie Cauley-Stein. Okay, so he's 7 foot from Kentucky, of course. He would be a nice backup player. I would probably honestly put him at the power forward position. I don't know how he would do all that well right there. 76 defensive rebounding. Shot block at a 78. So, and we also get Frank Mason back too. Here we get Larry Nance and Julius Randle. See, that's actually a really nice trade. Do I really have room for those guys though on the team? I mean, I can kind of make room, right? I can kind of make some room right there. Okay, let me do this. Because that trade actually might put us over the top. I think that actually has really good potential right there. Unless there's anything else that I'm missing out here. Okay, so, dang, it's really hard to pass on Larry Nance and Julius Randle in this case. So let me do this trade. Just, it's a nice trade for us. We'll do this. We'll go to the roster. We are going to put Roberson back at shooting guard. Does go down to a 76, but that's okay. And then we are going to put Larry Nance at a small forward. Goes to 79. Julius Randle, keep him at power forward. We still got Zeller on the team. Looking like this, and all of a sudden, man, our bench is freaking great. Like, our bench is really good. I mean, this is a team that is definitely going to make some noise. I feel like, you know, with Chris Bosh, due to his health concerns, having a guy like Julius Randle or Larry Nance that can both come off the bench and really be stars that time, having both those guys out there will be big time. So let's give Russell, I'm going to give him at about 40 minutes a game. Give Paul George at 36. We got Melo at 32. You know, Zeller, I really don't want to run the 9-man rotation. I prefer an 8-man just because, like, well, no, we'll keep him there. We'll give him about 7 a game. Not a ton of minutes, but we'll use him at times when needed. Let's get Melo at about 35. Steven Adams at a few more minutes also. And all of a sudden, guys, I think our bench is just so greatly improved that we can make some noise, even more noise in the Western Conference. Let's go ahead, guys, simulate the rest of this season and see just how good this OKC Thunder team can really do. Okay, so the second half of the season was absolutely fantastic for the OKC Thunder, 56-25. We got one more game, so we might actually finish second place. If we lose, we might go down to third behind the Houston Rockets. Simulate through date, and we get a W on the season, guys. Russell Westbrook actually comes back and wins the MVP at 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 11 assists per game, along with 2 steals. We got Ben Simmons, Rookie of the Year, Will Barton. We got 6-man, Andre Drummond, Defensive Player, Chris Dunn, and Steve Kerr as Coach of the Year. All-NBA first team. Of course, we got Russell out there, All-NBA second. No Thunder there, and All-NBA third. Okay, so we only got one player making the All-NBA team. Paul George getting All-Defensive team, and Russell Westbrook. So that's our backcourt, guys. We have the All-Defensive first team backcourt, which makes complete sense why our team did so well, right? Okay, so player stats on the season. Let's see how Chris Bosh did. Okay, so we know Russell's stats. Paul George shifting over to shooting guard puts up at about 22 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, over 2 steals a game. We got Carmelo Anthony at 17 points and 6 rebounds after shifting to his natural position. And Chris Bosh, that's about all I need him to do, guys. 14 points, 5-6 rebounds. He even averaged almost 1-2 blocks a game, which makes sense because he's 6'11", his length at the power forward position. Just is like, it makes sense that he would be able to throw back shots and stuff like that, right? And then, of course, we got Steven Adams at 13 points and getting about 9 rebounds out there, which is near a career high for him, I believe, because he was usually around like that 7 rebound range. Julius Randle, Spencer Dinwiddie, like rounding off our bench, scoring very nicely. We got Larry Nance doing some work out there. Roberson still doing his thing too. So yeah, this team is going out here, guys, trying to win that championship. Like, if we don't make it to the finals, I will consider this a bad season. Yes, guys, we got Utah Jazz, Donovan Mitchell, first round of the playoffs. Simulate current round, and got them 4-0. Okay, that was easy peasy, lemon bitch ass squeezy, man. 23, 10, and 9 for Russell, 21 for Paul George, 17 for Melo, 14, and we got 13 for Chris Bosh on 5 for 10 shooting. All right, next we got the Denver Nuggets actually upset the Houston Rockets 4-3. Oh my god, dude. Wow, I did not see that coming. All right, well, that just makes our path even easier. Simulate current round, and we got them 4-1 closeout game. 34 for Paul George, 22 and 12 rebounds for Russell Westbrook, with Julius Randle putting up 14 and 13. I also do think that Julius Randle has a qualifying offer, so if Chris Bosh, who probably, I know like he typically wants like $20 million after the first season, we probably will not bring him back for that much, so it's like, if we can still get Julius Randle back for cheap and be our starting power forward, I will be okay with that. He's already showing signs that he could be our starter, so now we got the Golden State Warriors. Here we go, guys. This is, please, man, if we beat the Golden State Warriors here, I'm not afraid of the Toronto Raptors or Milwaukee Bucks. Simulate current round. Let's go! 4-1. We got the bitch-ass Warriors. Let's get them, Russell. That's what I'm talking about, man. Okay. Oh, my God. Damn, son. 45 points. For Russell, he's like, yo, sit down, bitch-ass Durant. You ain't loyal. All right, man. Guys, this is why I love rebuilds, okay, guys? This is absolutely why I love rebuilds. I just love building teams like this and just being able to beat the Warriors. It's so much fun. All right, Milwaukee Bucks, the 5th seed in the NBA Finals. Simulate current rounds. And we beat them, guys, 4-1. We are able to get the OKC Thunder a first championship in this first season. 21 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds per game for Russell Westbrook. Again, the finals MVP. I totally think this team is capable of doing that too, guys. I mean, will they get Chris Bosh? Probably not. Do I love the fit? Yes, I do. Yo, Billy Don, if you're watching this video, get on that, man. But you guys know that this is a 2-season rebuild, so of course, we got to go for that back-to-back. Not going to worry about the NBA draft because I think we'll have the last pick due to win the championship, right? Or really not a really good pick, at least. So rookie signings, we do get Grayson Allen, who's actually been having a pretty nice season for Duke as far as I know. So we'll sign him up. He's only less than $1 million. It's kind of weird they dropped to the second round, but I'll definitely take him. All right, team player options. Melo and Paul George have both declined their player options. Now, I could totally see that happening if this team did win a championship, like just thinking, okay, we did our job here. Let's go on and do our own thing. I hope I can get these guys back. I don't know if we'll be able to, but definitely going to try. I do want Spencer Dinwiddie back on that $1.66 million, and also Tyler Zeller. All right, what's next? Now, at this point, we have a lot of money freed up, don't we? Because we're paying Russell. Oh, yeah, definitely want to do this. Definitely want to get Julius Randle back. Hopefully, he doesn't get nothing offered to him. All right, let's make some moves here, guys. Let's make some moves out here. What can we actually do? Paul George. Yeah, I definitely want to get him back, guys. We do have... No, wait, do we have bird rights on him? Okay, we do have bird rights on him, so we should be able to get him back. Going to throw him a nice size contract just to ensure that he comes back to the team. He's only 28, so he still has, like, you know, at least another good 5 years left in him. Plus, being a nice shooter, it's like Paul George is going to be good for a while anyway. Let's throw some money at... How much does Melo want? Damn, Melo wants that 4-year deal. I mean, he's still 87 overall, though, so it's like... He's almost worth it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, other small forwards out there, I really don't want Jeff Green, Kevin Durant. I mean, he's not coming back to the Thunder, like, playing simple. So, okay, let's see what we got. Got Paul George. Got Melo. Okay, so we got both these guys back on the team. Chris Bosh, we do not have bird rights on him. We simply cannot afford him now, playing simple. So, what we do want to look for, I mean, we still got Roberson on the team here, guys. You know, for the most part, our team is pretty much set and good to go. Because we're going to, hopefully we get Julius Randle back. I'm going to make sure he doesn't get, if he does get matched, I'll probably will match the contract. But, yeah, it's like, besides for that, we're pretty much good to go, guys. We got Larry Nance, who will be our backup power forward, I believe. Backup small forward. We still got Roberson on the team. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and just simulate the rest of this NBA offseason. Okay, so the Dallas Mavericks did throw a contract offer to Julius Randle. I decided to match, but it was for, like, roughly $50 million. Which I do think at this point he does deserve, just because, like, he is going to be our starting power forward now. Chris Bosh, of course, went to a different team, just simply could not afford him. But, you know, after having a nice half of the season, I think he was ready to seek that full-time, you know, contract now, too. So our starting lineup is pretty much the same, just Julius Randle now inserted into the lineup instead of Chris Bosh. Our bench, we got Roberson, Spencer Dinwiddie, Larry Nance Jr., and Tyler Zeller round out the 9-man rotation. And then, you know, we got our rookie Grayson Allen out there. Terrence Ferguson's up to a 71 overall player. So, guys, yes, the bench unit is still looking pretty nice. I mean, offensively, it's not all that great. You got some scoring from Dinwiddie. Larry Nance can, like, attack the basket. And Tyler Zeller's, like, an okay mid-range shooter. Roberson just is not offensively gifted whatsoever. But the idea is that, like, at least... we can hopefully have, like, either Russell Westbrook, Paul George, or Carmelo Anthony out on the court at all times anyway. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, simulate the rest of the... Actually, wait. Before we do that, let's see what that free agency is looking like. Just out of curiosity, anybody that could help us. No, not at all, man. It's 74 overall player, the best one available. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and simulate the rest of this offseason and see just how good this OKC Thunder team can really do, and if we can win another NBA championship. Okay, so the chemistry with this team is so much on point, guys. 65-16 for our final record. We got one more game against Houston Rockets, though. I am a little nervous going into the playoffs just because, like, we have lost to the Memphis Grizzlies and also the Phoenix Suns. I'm hoping the coach was just, like, resting players and stuff like that. But here we go. We got one more game. Houston Rockets, simulate through date, and we take a W on the season. Russell Westbrook, yet another MVP, nearly averaging a triple-double for the second time of his NBA career. Michael Porter Jr. getting Rookie of the Year on the Orlando Magic. Jeremy Lin, 6-man, Drummond, Defensive Player, and Davis Bertans, or whatever his name is, Most Improved Player, with Billy Donovan getting Coach of the Year. Okay, so All-NBA first team, Russell Westbrook. All-NBA second. I don't know why it skips like that. No Thunder players here. All-NBA third. Okay, so once again, just Russell Westbrook on there with Paul George getting the defensive first team for the second year in a row. All right, let's check out these players' stats. I want to see how Julius Randle did. Russell Westbrook, we know his stats, 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists, and 2 steals a game for Paul George for his first season full-time as a starting shooting guard. We got Melo at about, 18 points, 5 rebounds, still getting buckets at the age of 34. And Julius Randle, I mean, he kind of picked up right where Chris Bosh left off as our starting power forward. Steven Adams scoring down a little bit this season, rebounds down a little bit also, but nonetheless still a pretty good NBA season for a center at least. And then Spencer Dinwiddie, 8 points, 4 assists. I'm so happy we signed this guy or trade for him to the team. He just seems like the ideal, like, backup point guard. I don't know, man. Well, I mean, because he starts on the Brooklyn Nets, which ain't great. I mean, any point guard can start on that team. So I feel like a 6-man is the perfect role for him. Here we go, though. First round of the playoffs, Denver Nuggets. I believe we swept them last season, but I could be completely wrong about that. Similar current round. And, all right, got them 4 games. Or we got, 4 games to 0, man. We freaking swept them out there. So Paul George, 23 points, 18 for Carmelo, 17 for Russell Westbrook, 15 and 4 for Spencer Dinwiddie. Now we got the San Antonio Spurs, who have beat the Utah Jazz 4-1. No matter what, we got a tough series after this, though, guys. Golden State, Houston Rockets. Similar current round. And... Oh, let's go! They blow 3-1 lead! Let's go, baby! Oh, my God. Yo, guys, I saw that for a second there. I was like, all right, this ain't good. But, yo, man, we beat them 4-3. Closeout game. we won 113-107. A crazy triple-double of 33 points, 10 rebounds, and 17 assists for Russell, 28 points for Carmelo Anthony. And now here we go, guys. Houston Rockets, they have upset the Golden State Warriors 4-3 themselves. Similar current rounds. And, oh my god, another 7-game series though, guys, but we didn't choke again. We got them 120-86. Just absolutely turned down the freaking savage mode in that game 7 right there. Yo, is that Mike James? Okay, here we go. Toronto Raptors, the number 2 seed, who beat the number 1 seed Cleveland Cavaliers. See what their team was looking like. Still pretty much the same. All right, here we go, guys. Simulate current rounds. And we win 2 straight NBA championships for today's video, guys. 22 points, 11 rebounds, 14 assists per game in the NBA Finals for Russell Westbrook as we win 4-2 against the Toronto Raptors. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. It was so much fun rebuilding this team. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you are new to my channel, and peace out, my friends.